Hey friends, it's Guy Hutchinson. This is Pointless Nostalgia. Yesterday we were talking about fake Dr. Peppers and other things as part of a soda episode, and there was a fake Dr. Pepper called Dr. Bob, and I said it reminded me of the Mr. Bob toilets, which I said right on the side, is Mr. on the Bob job. And that stuck with me that didn't make any sense. And then the video came out and some people commented, hey, that's not how you're supposed to read that. But as a kid and every single time as an adult, when I've seen one of these, I read it as is Mr. on the Bob job. Now, I know you're looking at it. You're like, yeah, that's what it says. What is the other way to read this? Is the Mr. Bob on job? No, that's not it. You're supposed to read Mr. Bob in the middle. Then you're supposed to go to the left and read is, and then you're supposed to go all the way to the right, go on, and then you're supposed to go back to the left, go the, and then you go job. So it's Mr. Bob is on the job, but you could also read it is the Mr. Bob on job? That's a good question. I don't understand what this is. I don't get it. I didn't get it then. I get it less now, but I can see. I don't know how you would do this. This is like such a weird mistake. You out there, don't make a mistake. Subscribe below. Also, give this video a thumbs up, comment, let me know some stuff. And we're going to take a look at other logos that people have misunderstood. I'm not the only person to do this. So let's go. Let's take a look at these. This one I've heard a lot. The Colonel Sanders looks like a little tiny man. So if you look at Colonel Sanders' bow tie, is like little tiny stubby arms, little tiny legs, and he's a little stick man running around. Yeah, I definitely can see that. It's pretty funny. This one, Nora J tweeted, I asked my husband what gorilla, and he just looked at me. And I had never noticed the animals before. So we've got this tree. This is one of those ones where it's like an optical illusion. You got a tree, and then the tree has a gorilla, and he's going face to face with that lioness, right? I mean, they're about to either start kissing or start fighting. I don't know what's going on at the Pittsburgh Zoo, but man, that's awesome. All right, let's see the next one. When my youngest was 4 or 5, he kept begging for the high five guys at the grocery store. He got very angry with us because we didn't know what he meant. So he was talking about this Annie's extra cheesy cheddar bunnies. So they're shaped like bunnies, but if you turn them sideways, hey, it looks like a guy ready to do a high five. I get it. Toblerone, the bear in the mountain. You can, if you look close, you can see the bear. There is a bear right in the Toblerone mountain. I didn't notice that. I've seen all the videos about how you pushed it up instead of pulling it down. I don't know that it makes a difference, guys. I don't know. When it comes around at Christmas time, I'll check it out and let you know. All right, let's see this one. When my daughter was little, she asked why they have a dead clown on the box. Well, that's a very good question because this is not. There's not anything else that's supposed to be, right? That is a dead clown. Yeah, he's got X's for eyes. That's a clown laying down there on the mini meal. I don't know what that is. I'm not from Canada, but as a child, I went in the store and asked for a bottle of Zup. I like some Zup. My daughter, when she was 2, would say that this was a strawberry every time she saw the Canadian Tire logo. Yeah, it sure does look like a strawberry. Although, if strawberries just had that much leaf at the top, man, they'd be easier to eat, right? I mean, you'd get so much more of them. Instead, you got all that leafy junk on the top. I used to work at an agency at blah, 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 blah. I couldn't figure out why this guy's standing there wearing Yosemite Sam boots. All right, so this is only one little part of the logo. It's this guy. So this guy's, okay, I can only see it. It takes me a minute to unsee the man wearing the ridiculous boots. That's the first thing I see. So the first thing I see is the man. He's fishing. He's got a little tiny body. He's got little skinny legs. He got big giant boots. But if we look at it again, it's a boat, and that's just part of the boat up in the front. That's like the masthead or whatever you call it on the front of the boat, and he's sideways on the boat. And the bottom half, the 2 boots are boats. You know, one boat, not 2 boats. He's not in 2 boats. One boat, but that is the separation in the, 2 color, or I guess 1 color, and then a lack of color image. So there you go. I like that. That's a good one. I live in Fort Worth, and I didn't notice that let's see, before realizing that the logo of our zoo is an elephant, not a hula dancing octopus. All right, let me see if I can see. I can see the elephant now. So the elephant, I didn't see the elephant at first. So the elephant goes this way. You can see his trunk pointing. So he's got his trunk right here, and it's pointing over in this way, right? So you see the tusk coming out that way. So if you see the elephant now we're going to look for the hula dancing octopus. That's a little bit more of a stretch, but I got to say, I now see the octopus. So the octopus right there, he's facing that way, right? So he's facing away from us, and he's got his one arm back because he's doing his hula. So his one arm is right there. That's his arm facing back. His octopus doing the hula. I like that. I see that now. This one, I've heard that the logo looks like a duck, the head of the Major League Baseball logo. That I definitely see this. That's a good one. All right, let's see what the next one is. The arrow in FedEx. This one I just think is so great. It's a hidden arrow in between the E and the X because FedEx is always moving forward. They're always moving your packages away. I couldn't understand why people were wearing black and yellow cartoon teeth shirts. It does, if you squint, Batman does look like, his logo looks like the mouth of somebody with some really horrendous teeth. Here's one. We talked about this on the Hawaii episode. Punchy does not have antlers. That is his hat. But yes, it definitely looks like he has antlers. Here's one. Captain Crunch. I think we talked about this once. Captain Crunch, his eyebrows are on the outside of his hat. It's weird. Captain Crunch, I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know why. This one said Jack and the Bee Fish. So Jack in the Box. I never noticed this, but yeah, that's like the Jesus fish logo. I'm telling you, that's it. That's the coexist fish, I think. Man. Okay, this one I had to read about because I always read this as ELB, and there are a lot of people that have come up with reasons that it is ELB, but apparently the Expos logo for the Montreal Expos is an M with an E, and then some people say there's a B for baseball. So you have an E for Expos, B for baseball, and an M for Montreal. So that was the official reason given at one point for why it has that. But the white part is just supposed to be nothing, right? So that's part of the M, but it's not part of the EB. But I always read it as ELB. I assumed it stood for something. This person thought that was the word in French. Instead of Expos, we say ELB. ELB. Dr. Emmett L. Brown. All right, let's see. I lived in D.C. before I noticed that the dome was at the bottom. Now, I'm not familiar with this logo, but there's the dome. That's pretty cool on the bottom of the eagle. That's pretty great. I always thought this looked like one line pooping in front of another. I mean, I'm like a 5-year-old. I think this is hysterical, and now I can't unsee it. I just don't know where this is, this street sign. I don't remember ever seeing this, but I'll tell you what. It's a good chance I'm going to print one of these out, get it mounted on some foam board, and put it up behind me. There's a possibility. It might be coming. Let's see. The Wendy's logo. I noticed this one day. Wendy's got mom written in her collar. M-O-M, supposed to make you think of mom, mom making your delicious food. I also noticed a bunch of like other things in here that I don't think are supposed to be here, but you can find a lot of M's. If you ignore the O, you got an M down there, an M on the other side, right? But like her hair on the side, you can make M's out of it. You can make an M out of what's going down here. But all right, this one, I can't really see this, but this person says they thought that the Girl Scouts logo, which is 3 women's with big poofy head, I believe. I mean, they don't look like girls. They're young women, but they said that this looks like one profile of a woman and then her cupped hands, like her hands in front of her face. I guess the white is her hands, but I don't see this one as well, but I like it. What is the Sneetch looking thing in the Goodyear logo supposed to be? So this is supposed to be, I don't remember if it's Atlas or Mercury. Mercury was like a Greek god that had shoes with wings on it, was the god of speed or something. And that's what that Goodyear, I've always loved the Goodyear logo. But the Sneetch from Dr. Seuss does kind of look like that wing there. How about this one? This is the last one we got. For the longest time, I could only see a sneezing horse on the loose clipping road sign. Now, I've never seen a loose clipping road sign. I can't see the sneezing horse. I can't. I hope you can. But what you can see is this box right here. You click on that. You can click on the box over there. It take you to another video. I'm in both of them, so hey, you'll enjoy them. You know, I'm now seeing, if you look at this, I'm kind of seeing a dog pooping. You got the tail up top there, and then the leg down below, and the rest of the dog's body is on the other side. Maybe. I don't know.